Pulled out the Hive Chapter 12. Generally, after discovering potential newcomers, gyms will choose to sign with the other party. This kind of contract requires the boxer to fight as many times a week, and then the stadium will give money regardless of win or loss. Even if you die, you will receive a relatively high pension. A lot of people come to the ring to fight black boxing just to get signed by the ring. As long as it is signed, his family will be basically worry-free for the rest of his life. Chen Feng said with a smile. Let's finish fighting first. Chen Feng did not agree or refuse. He certainly wouldn't sign any contract with the ring. He came here just to make a buck. White zombies can't play every day, otherwise they will be discovered sooner or later. He didn't refuse in person, and he didn't want the gym to get him in trouble because of this. When the game was over, he took the money and left immediately. The host smiled and said, I also hope you can consider that the treatment given by our gym is the highest in this area. The host and Chen Feng chatted a few words before leaving. Chen Feng took out his mobile phone and glanced at the time. It's 4:30 in the evening. He had to rush to school in the morning, and at most he could only stay here until 6 o'clock. The punishment of absenteeism at the Samurai University is severe. The maximum sanction of dismissal. If he had been expelled from school in his previous life, Chen Feng would not have felt anything. But if the world is expelled from school, then it is necessary to go to compulsory military service for 2 years. Once you serve in the military, you will be sent to the front line to fight some exotic beasts and monsters. Belonging to the cannon fodder role, it is difficult for ordinary people to survive at all. 20 minutes later, the game began to continue. The contestant that the white zombie faced this time was a man named Wei He. This man is a quasi-martial artist. Quasi-martial artists are the kind of people who have passed the awakening test. A warrior who has just begun to cultivate. The chi and blood value in the body has not yet reached the level of a first-level martial artist. But even if it is a quasi-martial artist, it is not something that ordinary people can deal with. After awakening the warrior, his own strength will be doubled. Moreover, it is also possible to cultivate the cultivation method issued by the Martial Arts Alliance. As you slowly cultivate, your own strength will slowly increase. Wei He's arrival on stage drew cheers from the audience below. It's just that this time the cheers are no longer just one-sided. Someone has already shouted the names of white zombies. After all, the white zombies have won 2 in a row. Some gambling viewers also chose to bet on white zombies. Chen Feng looked at Wei He for a while. He knew that if he wanted to win next, if he just stood still and was beaten, it would not work. The first 2 times are good to say. Neither of them put the white zombie in their eyes. But the next people will no longer attack the white zombies as brainlessly as the previous 2. Even if he can't kill the white zombie, he can drag it out until the end of the game. When it's time to fight, the stadium will decide who has the most effective attacks in that fight. It seems that it will be a different way. Chen Feng muttered in his heart. ... Boxing ring. VIP room on the 2nd floor. A beautiful woman is watching the match in the ring below. The beautiful woman has a graceful figure and a delicate appearance. She is none other than Jiang Yuhua, the owner of Yongsheng Boxing Stadium. Did you find out? Jiang Yuhua asked. A strong man next to him said, Boss, this person should not use his real name, we did not find out his origin, the 2 people with him only found one. The strong man was a little nervous, but he knew that his boss was ruthless. After investigating for a long time, I found a person. This is a lack of action. In the past, there were thugs in the ring who were ineffective and made Jiang Yuhua unhappy. They were directly thrown into the river to feed the fish. Say, Jiang Yuhua said lightly. The strong man hurriedly said. Coming with that boxer, one of them is a senior student at the Martial Arts University, named Chen Feng, just an ordinary person who has not awakened the martial artist. Jiang Yuhua frowned. Go down. After hearing this, the strong man hurriedly left. Jiang Yuhua looked back at Baoguo in the stands. She spoke, Second uncle, can you see anything? A hoarse voice came from inside the corner of the VIP room. It's strange, I didn't feel any martial arts breath. In the previous 2 matches, his ribs were basically broken, but he can still move. ... Chapter 12. The race is over. Income of 500,000 yuan, ask for flowers, ask for evaluation. Even if some low-strength warriors are broken ribs, they need to be unable to stand up at all. The human body is supported by bones in the body. If the ribs are broken and still moving, the broken bones can easily destroy the internal organs. This guy feels less like a human to me and more like a monster. The hoarse voice came again. When Jiang Yuhua heard the monster, her face changed. Second uncle, do you mean this person is from the fog? Fog, which is a collective term for areas outside the city. There are not only powerful alien beasts in the fog, but also all kinds of monsters. These are all aliens. Humans in this era have been fighting monsters in the fog for so many years. It can be said that the alien race in the fog is an existence that all humans fear. A hoarse voice in the darkness of the room said again. No. If it is a monster in the mist who enters the city, there will be a warning, but this person is somewhat similar to the monster, and let's see how he fights in the game later. Hearing that it was not a monster that came out of the fog, Jiang Yuhua breathed a sigh of relief. She turned her gaze back to the ring. In the ring, the referee again announces the start of the match. And this time the referee just announced the start of the game, but the white zombie did not stand still as before. Instead, he took the initiative to rush towards Wei He. It's not so much rushing over as walking over. First chapter.